You know what gets me really mad? When people assume that their experience of something means that other people can't have a different experience. Example, school. School is just like everything else in that way, that everyone has a different experience. My experience was that it made me suicidal and depressed for 7 years, even though I was only at school for 6 years, because it had a lasting effect on me. Other people's experience would be they loved it, they didn't love it, but it wasn't horrible, that they hated it even more than I did. There's experiences, just like anything else. Different people have different experiences, different things can cause different experiences, and there's no right or wrong way to experience it. In my case, it was suicide thoughts of I want to die just to escape this, and depression. Every weekend felt just as bad as a Monday, because most people are like, yay, it's the weekend, I get 2 days off school. Me, I was like, tomorrow's Sunday, and then after Sunday is Monday. So because the day after tomorrow is Monday, I was upset. I was always thinking about the next day that I'd have to go to school. And then I stopped going to school. And I still had the same thoughts, because it takes a long time to heal. But I haven't been to school in 4 years. So now I don't think like that anymore. I am entirely happy with my life now. I just don't have a problem with Mondays anymore, or Saturdays, or Fridays, or any day of the week. And that is purely because I stopped going to school. So yes, your experience may have been happy, you may have loved it, not me. I didn't. I'm not saying that your experience is wrong. I'm just saying that it's different to mine. So yes, school can make you suicidal. Okay? School can make a person suicidal. It doesn't mean it definitely will, but it can. My mum loved school. My dad hated it. He was bunking off every day. He was going to the beach on his own at 5 years old, because he hated school too, and he was also a dark kid, but he hated school. My mum loved school. They had 2 very different school experiences. They also had 2 very different families and 2 very different schools. So the school makes a difference, the family makes a difference, the person makes a difference, the time of your life makes a difference. Everything changes the experience. My experience was I started too young. I was not ready to go to school yet. Mentally, I was too young. I also had social anxiety, separation anxiety, all the anxieties. My school was horrible. Everything about my school was horrible. So yes, my experience made me suicidal, but it also did not make people suicidal. Some people had no problem with my school. So get your facts straight, and don't say that someone can't be suicidal purely because of school, because yes, they can. Okay, thank you for listening to my rant. That went for way too long, but it's entirely true. Bye.